Hey friends, it's Tamara Bennett from Southern Adornments Decor. I am live in my PJs and thought we would paint a fun little Highland cow together. And all of a sudden, my technology is glitching. So give me a moment to get that camera working. I'm not sure what that's about or why. All of a sudden, it's decided to be weird. It literally glitched out right as I was getting ready to go live. So I'm not exactly sure why. Let me know who's watching, who's here with me. It's still glitching. What is going on? Remove camera. Stop camera. Let's see if we can re-add it and see if that will fix it. Maybe. Ta-da! Okay, it's working. Good. We're going to be talking about the Painters Clubhouse tonight. So if you're interested in that, you can comment PC info and join now. Our membership is open from now till Friday. And so you can sign up right there at paintersclubhouse.com, or you can click the link up in the video description. Hello, Debbie. I'm not normally live this time of night, but I wanted to go live with you guys because number one, my hubby's out of town this week. He is in North Carolina for a golf tournament with some Marine Corps buddies. So rather than binge watching another episode of Grey's Anatomy, I was like, I almost gave myself an out. I was almost like, no, I'll just watch Grey's Anatomy. I'm not going to go live. And then I was like, no, when am I ever going to have an opportunity without like my husband home? And, you want to spend time with your husband in the evenings. When am I going to have another opportunity to hang out live in my pajamas with my people and paint a Christmas ornament? So I decided, no excuses. I'm not going to binge watch Grey's Anatomy right now. I'm going to come paint with you guys. This is a cute little 6-inch Festive Franny ornament that you get in your Painters Clubhouse welcome kit. So if you end up joining the Clubhouse, you'll be getting this along with a few other goodies. It's also got a brush pack. It's got a set of paint palette earrings that you can paint and wear. It's got a Painters Clubhouse sticker and a paintbrush ink pen. So you twist this and the ink pen pops out the end. So then it looks like a paintbrush while you're writing. So those are the little goodies that we're going to send you in your welcome kit whenever you join. That's just a fun little extra. And normally we don't include a little wood cutout in there, but we decided to throw this in as a bonus item this time because we've been painting the Highland cow as a part of our workshop that we did last week. We painted Lola on this side, and then on the flip side, we're going to be painting this inside the Clubhouse. This is Patriotic Lola. We're going to paint her April 28th in the Clubhouse. So if you join, you'll be able to watch me teach that one next week and paint along with me. Hello, Chrissy. You just finished my version of the fresh squeezed sunshine on around. Oh, I can't wait to see it. Please share a picture in the Clubhouse. Teresa, these cute pajamas are thanks to my sister-in-law, Tony Reynolds, my husband's sister. She got them for me for my birthday at the beginning of this month, and I just got them. I just saw her like last weekend, and she gave them to me, so I was thrilled to get them. All right, I need to pick out like a muted, like teal color, or maybe I don't know if I have the right color for this, so I might just pick kind of like a, what's this one, spa blue or something, and then I might do some distressing with some other sort of muted colors because the background of this is kind of a muted teal. Or maybe I can mix a couple colors. This is spa blue. Let's take this and maybe mix in a teeny bit of, I have 2 bottles of colonial blue in there. No wonder I'm always running out of space in my little paint caddy. Let's mix in a little bit of colonial blue and see what happens. We're going to try to make like a muted, deeper teal. Angel just commented PC info. Yes, you can only do that. Yes, so you jumped over from YouTube to Facebook. If you're watching on Facebook, you can comment PC info. If you're watching on YouTube, you can click the link up in the video description. I think I need a little more of a teal, so I'm going to add in open water. We're just going to make a concoction for this color. So just a little drop of this open water color. Let's see if this brings it up to more of a teal. We're getting there. Getting pretty close. I think we need more of this color. Hello, Dina. What's everyone up to tonight? We went to Bible class tonight, and afterwards we snuck by the Dairy Queen. And then by the time we got home, it was time to put Charlie to bed, and I sat down on the couch and started an episode of Grey's Anatomy, and then I was like, oh, I said I was going to paint live. So I hopped up off the couch and came in here with you guys. So, and if you didn't see my stories earlier today, we've had a crazy afternoon. I was sitting outside enjoying my pool time with my mom and my sister-in-law, Whitney, and I got a call from the school nurse today that my oldest, Travis, ate something in culinary class and was having an allergic reaction. And at first I was just kind of laughing it off. I was like, okay, they're just going to give him a Benadryl, send him back to class. He'll be fine. And she said, okay, no big deal. About 20 minutes later, she calls and she says, I think you need to see him. And so they FaceTimed me, and I was like, whoa, like his whole face had turned into a tomato, a fluffy tomato at that. Like he was so puffed up, hived up. It was awful. And she said, if it's okay, I'm going to go ahead and give him another Benadryl. I said, give him another Benadryl. Well, that just really wasn't kicking it. She said, I'm kind of worried about him. She said, so far his airways are okay. His oxygen's okay, but he is very uncomfortable. And so I came and got him immediately. And even though he can drive, they were worried about him being able to drive himself to the doctor. So I took him to urgent care and we got him taken care of. And they gave him a steroid shot, steroid pack, prescribed him an EpiPen. We still don't know what he ate exactly that he was so allergic to, because it was chicken that he ate, and he's not allergic to chicken. And everything they said they put on the chicken seemed pretty normal, stuff he's eaten before. He has had mild reactions before to shrimp. So I'm like, maybe in culinary class they had cooked shrimp earlier that day in like the same pan and it didn't get washed good. I don't know, maybe. But he's fine now. If you want to see a crazy picture of him, go check out my stories. He slept through Bible class, didn't even go to church. He went to bed at like 4 o'clock this afternoon and was out of it. He finally called me about 8 p.m. when church was over and was like, would you mind bringing home Dairy Queen? So we stopped and got ice cream. So needless to say, that's why I'm on here really late, nearly 10 p.m. here. It's 9:41. Where are you guys watching from? Are you in Central Time Zone, Eastern? Are you over on the West Coast? I thought I was going to need another coat on this, but that's pretty well covered. I think we're good. So I'm going to switch and get a, what's this? Chip brush. I was like, what's this called? A chip brush, so that we can do a little bit of like distressing in the background. I might do a little bit of distressing with this open water, which is the darker color we mixed in. Oh, wait, I don't want to do it on that. Where's my lid? I like to do it on a lid because I can kind of like put it out flat, make a little paint worm, and then I can dip in the paint worm with my chip brush. Jennifer's watching from Arizona. Well, it's earlier there then. It is 9:41 p.m. here. Okay, I'm going to dip in that color first, very little on my brush, and I'm just going to start at the top and scrape down. So we're creating kind of a distressed sort of barnwood looking background. I love this kind of background. It's really great to put behind something. It just kind of gives it a little visual interest without having to do any like fancy patterns or everything. Okay, now dipping in the white. I used this technique a lot in my paint parties back in the day when I would teach people how to paint in person. It was always very easy for people to get the hang of. So they always felt confident doing it. We actually taught this technique in our Lola workshop as well. And that's going to look a hot mess till we start painting everything else. So don't you worry. I'm going to try to get some white looking like it's coming back behind the cow though, so it doesn't look like it's only starting at the top. Okay, good enough. It looks a mess right now. Watching from Virginia. Alyssa's watching from East Tennessee. Eastern time here, but I'm working, so you can keep me company. What are we working on, Angie? Just doing work, boring work. And Linda's getting ready to go to bed. Tammy said back home from the Bahamas. I hope you had such a good trip. I am going on a cruise in June, but I don't have anything planned between now and then. So, well, I say I don't have anything. I'm going to Colorado Springs for a one-night trip this weekend. Going wedding dress shopping with my friend Sarah. So that'll be really fun. Okay, let's do, let me look at my colors here. We need red for the Santa hat. white, and then we need, let's go ahead and paint our brown on our cow, and then we'll move along. Watching from Arkansas, South Louisiana. I am in Kentucky, for those of y'all who don't know. I feel like I get the question on here a lot of like, where are you from? You know, and they think that they have to live near me in order to paint with me. And I'm like, no, like you can live anywhere and paint online with me because my business is online. Like we do all of this in a private Facebook group. So you don't have to live near me in order to be a part of our community. It was your first cruise, Tammy? Oh, I'm so glad it was a good experience. You're an engraver. End of school awards. Oh, I'm sure you are going to be busy. That sounds like a fun job. Hi, Jacqueline. Hello, Dina, watching from South Carolina. Y'all let me know if you have any questions about our community, the Painters Clubhouse. We have been talking about it all week. I feel like I'm starting to sound like a robot at times, repeating all of the great things that you get, what it's all about. The short story of it is if you've been watching videos like this and you keep seeing me pop up in your news feed and you're like, you know, I wish I could paint like that, but I just don't think I can do it. I believe in you. You definitely can. This is not something you have to be born knowing how to do. It is a learned skill that you can be taught. And what better way to learn than by being a part of a group of people who are all doing it together in a supportive community with guided lessons taught by me and our other guest artists. You'll be feeling confident to pick up a paintbrush in no time. And if you join, we'll send you this cute little cutout in your welcome packet, like I was mentioning earlier. I saw somebody comment earlier today that painting, that these kind of lines, like the detail lines and all this, freaks somebody out. They were like, I don't know how you do that. I couldn't do that. Like, I think the lines make them feel like they're in prison. They got to paint inside the lines. I'm like, no, the lines are there as a guide, not to like box you in. You just use them as a guide. Like I painted outside the lines over here, just using them as sort of a parameter, I guess, to like, so I don't have to freehand draw anything. Stacy joined the Painters Clubhouse this week. Welcome, Stacy. Angel just joined. Welcome, Angel. So happy to have you. She said, after 29 years, second nature, I'd rather be painting. I love that. Susan says, the Cincinnati area, working on bee pictures for our banquet at church. Bee theme. Oh, that sounds so fun. Okay, I need to focus for a second. I got to mix a little bit of white with my brown here. And we're going to make a lighter color, I guess, for part of the snout. And then we're going to mix a little bit of pink and brown to make a yucky color, but it's going to be like the front of the nose part. So let's see. This is the outer part of the snout. I don't know if this is going to be dark enough. We might have to mix a little bit more sable brown into that. I don't want it to be too light. Don't forget the little chinny chin and the part of the nose that goes across here. Actually, I can go ahead and put a coat of this on the center of the snout. We're going to repaint the center of that snout with a pinky brown, but that can go behind it, kind of as a base coat. Now, I'm going to take, where's cactus flower? I'm going to do a drop of this in my brown, just a teeny drop. When I say teeny, I mean teeny. Look how much, because this is a little bitty piece. Like this piece is only 6 inches. It's not going to take very much paint at all to paint this little area. And that was not enough pink because I mixed too much brown with the pink. One more little drop. You want it to be a weird, yucky mix of brown and pink. It's kind of flesh tone, really. There we go. That's the color I was looking for. Can you see the difference? That middle part's kind of pinkish. Laurie said, I joined Painters Clubhouse and Bandana Lola. Where do I find Patriotic Lola? We're going to be painting Patriotic Lola April 28th inside the clubhouse. So that's next week. Angie says, I'm going to join the Clubhouse tomorrow or Friday. I've been following you for years. Years, Angie. What finally made you take the plunge this year? I'm so curious. If you've been following me for years, what finally tipped the scale for you? Because I've been teaching for years. I've been teaching for 10 years now. The Painters Clubhouse has been around for 7 years. So I believe you when you say you've been watching for years. It's always fascinating to me why some people suddenly decide to do something like this for themselves. And then usually the response later is, I don't know why I waited so long. Like, I wish I'd joined sooner. That's always what I hear from people. Because when they realize how nice it is to have the support of a community and to feel like you belong and to feel like confident every time they pick up a paintbrush, and all the other things, there's like a big ripple effect that happens after you join the membership and start painting consistently. You find yourself saying yes to other projects like painting a mural in your church nursery, or teaching a paint party to your church fellowship group, or painting with your grandkids, or doing a little paint party with the senior citizens in the local like nursing home, or I don't know. There's just so many cool ways you can pay this forward. You don't have to do this on an island by yourself. There's so many ways you can take this and enrich your community with what you're doing with paint. Laurie says, is the template not available till the 28th? Oh, Laurie, the template for Patriotic Lola, and Patriotic Lola's hanging up behind me for those who are wondering, is available in the Painters Clubhouse member library, and also in the Bandana Lola Facebook group under the guides tab. Either one of those places you can find it. And Alyssa said, I've watched since 2020. I have big box of blanks and it's time for me. Are you joining the Clubhouse now, Alyssa? Oh my goodness, you're making my day. The big box of blanks is a really great place to start, because it's going to help you get consistent with painting door hangers more regularly, because you get, 4 boxes a year, 3 door hangers in each box. I talked about it a little bit on the Facebook Live I did earlier today, and I showed you what was in this current box. So for any of you listening who are like, ooh, I want to try that, you can go sign up at southernadornamentsdecor.com, click on join the club, and then scroll down and click big box of blanks. The current box that we have to ship out is ready to ship, and it will, you can get it from now till April 30th. But anyway, the cool thing about Big Box of Blanks is it does help you kind of baby step into door hanger painting in a way that, like, everything's guided. Everything you need is in that box except for the paint and the brushes. But the tutorials, the supply list, the wood blank, all that's right there for you. And the downside, I guess, to Big Box of Blanks, the main difference between Painters Clubhouse and Big Box of Blanks is that, like, you don't have access to the community, right? And you don't have the templates for the projects. So if you wanted to make more of that project, you would need to buy the template or buy more wood blanks to be able to create more. Whereas with the Painters Clubhouse, you do have access to a community. And so you can post your pictures in there, get feedback, share your wins with us, be inspired by other people in the group. And if you want to make another one, or, sell some of these, then you can just download the template and create as many of these as you like, or go buy more wood blanks using your Painters Clubhouse discount code in our shop. So there's a lot more perks to being a part of the Clubhouse than Big Box of Blanks, but it just depends on your needs and your availability right now. Angie says, I have taken a few workshops and I'm in some other memberships, but I find I love painting on wood the most. Same. Imagine that. And I feel like I know you even though we've not met. I hope I do get to meet you in person one of these days, Angie. I do, these live events and stuff. We're going to have one in October in Destin, Florida. And it's literally my favorite thing every year, because I get to meet my people in person. So many people like you who've been watching me for years. And it's always nice, because that's when I really get to look you in the eye and hear your stories. I get to hear about how it's, painting has helped you through whatever it is you're going through. I've heard so many stories. A lady at our event last year was talking about how she had lost her daughter. Her daughter was on the police force, and I think she was killed in the line of duty. And so painting has been a huge therapeutic benefit to her and has helped her through some really dark times over the last couple of years. Actually, maybe it just happened last year. It wasn't very long ago. And her husband had come with her to the event. It was just really nice to see her leaning into the community and the positivity and just really allowing herself to come and just be happy, even though she's been through a lot in the last year. So I know so many of you watching probably need that in your own lives as well. If you're wanting to come to a live event like that, we do still have tickets available to Southern Adornments Live, and they're $100 off until Mother's Day. So you can find out more about that at southernadornmentslive.com. But it's going to be a lot of fun. We're doing it in Destin, Florida. Okay, I probably need to dry this because I got to put more than one coat of white on this thing. I love chatting with you all. What questions do you have? Or does anybody want to share a story with me? Entertain me. Tell me a story. I was checking my phone. Uncle Corey was texting me. He'll be at Destin this fall too. He's looking forward to it. I just booked our Airbnb. We're not staying in the resort. We're going to be staying at an Airbnb because we've got such a big group. But I just booked that today for the trip. So we're really excited. Okay, let's do some more white. Hi, Donna. How are you? We're just painting in our pajamas. Got home from Bible class and decided to hop on here and paint Festive Franny, the little Christmas Highland cow. If any of you guys purchased the herd templates from the workshop, Festive Franny was one of the other 8 Highland cows that you can get access to for all the different seasons. And so she is the little ornament that comes in your Painters Clubhouse welcome kit when you sign up. So we're painting her tonight. This is the 6-inch piece. We also have her in a door hanger size if you want a door hanger version of her. If you don't want to put Patriotic Lola on the back of your door hanger, you could put Festive Franny on the back of there, or any of those other cows in the herd. Okay, I think this present is supposed to be, yes, okay, it's white with gold accents. Aw, thank you. Hey, Cassie, how are you? Just hopping on. We're just hanging out, painting Festive Franny in our pajamas. I'm wearing my new leopard print pajamas. Charlie has seen them a couple times, and she came up and hugged me goodnight. She goes, oh, I just noticed there's little hearts in the leopard print. I said, yeah, it's like, where's Waldo? You got to pay attention and count the hearts. I was like, I should really start doing that. Anytime I paint leopard print, I should just sneak some little hearts into the leopard print. That would be cute. I'm going to paint my present white. I'm not going to paint the bow. The bow is going to stay tan because the bow is going to be gold. And gold will not paint over white very well, but it will paint over tan. It is a bit of a challenge. It's really fun to paint little pieces like this, but it is a bit of a challenge because the pieces are so small. You kind of have, I personally have to like slow down a little bit and be a little more precise. Hang on, what is that line right there? Okay, that's part of the bow, so I got to paint below that. But I like that because they're small, they don't take me a lot of time to paint, so they feel like a quick win. I'm going to swap brushes. Go back to my round tip brush. I can get in between all the little areas better with this one. Got to trace all that hair, paint around it. And then there's a little bit of white right up here. I think it's going to look funny until we get some of the gold on there for the rest of the present. You like the name Franny? It's a family name? Really? I'm good. How are you, Cassie? I was telling earlier about my crazy day today, having to take my kid to the urgent care clinic because he had a allergic reaction to eating something in culinary class. He's fine now, though. Is that Nancy? Hello. Happy Wednesday. Hope you guys have had a good day, good week. We're already at hump day. Can you believe it? I mean, I can't believe that we are about to sneeze and it's going to be May. We are so close to May already. And I'm like, it feels like 2025 just began. How are we already almost 5 months into this year? Like, my son graduates at the end of May, and it didn't feel that close until all of a sudden. It's crazy to me. And Charlie will be in 5th grade next year in the fall. I say next year, in the fall, in August. It'll be here before we know it. She was saying something to me the other day. She was getting real nostalgic. She's like, Mama, I just realized I only have 1 year left at this school until I have to go to the middle school. Because elementary school goes up through 5th grade. And she's like, I'm going to miss my old school. I said, honey, don't get ahead of yourself. You still got a whole year. Yeah, school's almost out for us too. Graduation is on May 23rd. So we get out that week. We were going to get out like the 17th or something like that. But then because of like snow days and stuff like that, we got delayed. I am up late, Marie. I decided to paint a little late after Charlie went to bed with you guys. Bible study tonight was about Daniel chapter 9. And I'll be honest, a lot of it went right over my head because it was about like Daniel and his visions and some of his prayers for the people. And a lot of it was very intellectual. Listen to me trying to say big words. Intellectual. And I usually can keep up, but my brain was, I guess because of the afternoon I had running to the doctor and everything, I had a hard time dialing it in and really paying attention. And I was following along, but a lot of it was not sinking in. So it went a little over my head. But that's okay. I can reread the chapter tomorrow and try to digest it a little better. I understood some of it. Just I struggled. Kathy said, I'm excited to meet you in Destin. What side of the family is Uncle Corey from? Technically, he's not blood related to us. He is an old friend from high school. Middle school for my husband. My husband met him, I think, in middle school. Either that or it was like freshman year of high school. So they were young and became fast friends. And then because I started dating Michael, I became friends with Corey. So we go back to the time when we were almost like 16 years old. So Michael and Corey call themselves brothers. They consider each other brothers. So I consider Corey like my brother-in-law or little brother or big brother, I guess. I shouldn't say little brother. He'll give me a lot of crap for that. But yeah, he's been in the family longer than he hasn't. So he might as well be actual family now at this point. He's at every family gathering we have. And he's here almost every Sunday night for family dinners and things like that. So that's the best kind of family. Okay. I'm sick of painting white. It's no fun, you know. For the gold, I'm kind of like thinking I should probably do that last. I'm thinking I need to put another coat on my red, and then I probably need to work on my Highland cow fur. Oh, wait a minute. What were we doing? We're doing red. I said fur, and then I went to go find my brown, and I got confused. Marie, how is the new laser working out? Have you been cutting a lot of stuff, or are you just trying to get the hang of it? She just got a new laser machine. Her first ever laser machine this past week. It's really exciting. Chosen family is the best. I couldn't agree more, Kathy. Absolutely. All right, we're going to take a darker brown and mix some colors to make our fur colors, just like we did in the workshop. And I keep having to remind myself, like I don't need nearly as much paint as I think I do. What's your favorite color of paint right now? It depends on the day that you ask me. For the longest time, it was Deco Art Peony Pink or Peony Pink, whatever you want to call it. But then they discontinued that color. My son's in here to tell me good night. Good night, baby. Yeah. Love you. There's Uncle Corey. He says blue, of course. You must have had your ears burning. We were talking about you. And currently, so hard to pick. I feel like it's probably Deco Art's New Leaf color. I use it a lot. Yeah, it's like my new go-to green. Corey says blue. You always say blue, Corey. Of course you do. We're going to need some more dark brown in that. What is your favorite paint color? What kind of brush are you using? I keep switching. So a second ago, I was using the small flat tip brush that's in my signature brush set. And now I'm using a small round tip brush. It's got really, whoop, that had paint all over it that I apparently just got on my fingers. I even, look, I got it all up in here. Yuck. Not what I meant to do. Marie says, I love it. I cut the workshop Lolas and a few PC designs and have been painting those. Now I want to paint the whole herd again. You should. You should. Oh, look, I got my chest all turning red. Angie says, I'm wanting that big best cutter you have. I have 2 lasers, but the tables are only 12 by 18. Great for engraving, but I want to cut wood in big quantities. The best cutter is really great. We really like it. And we didn't even mean to get one that big. It was literally a happy accident. We ordered a 4-foot by 8-foot cutting bed laser, and it got halfway here, and the company called us and was like, there's been a mistake. When they loaded up the laser, they loaded up the wrong one. So the laser that's en route to you is a 5-foot by 10-foot bed. That's why we call her Bertha. And he said, if you would be willing to take that laser, it's going to cost us more to ship it back and have to have another one freighted. He said, or you can just have that one at the same cost. And so of course we were like, yes, thank you. Because it was bigger than the one that we ordered. And so it turned out to be a blessing. I was a little reluctant at first, I'll be honest, because I was like, well, what if too big is a thing, and we don't want something that big. And so I was a little bit pessimistic at first. I was like, what if they're trying to trick us and give us an old machine that they wanted to get rid of? And it just sounds great, but it's not. And I'm not usually a pessimistic person. So I think I was just a little nervous because this was like a huge purchase for us. Yeah, a huge, very nice, happy accident. But it's been a huge blessing for sure. What was I going after? I was going after this darker brown. Corey says, so is there a reason why you're painting this so late? Is it because you miss me and want to stop by? No. Oh, you're wanting to stop by? I'm not going to be still on here when you get off work, am I? I mean, you can stop by. Brett just went to bed. Travis is still awake, but Charlie's asleep. You can come in here and paint with me. No, I'm live late. I'm not normally live this late, but I wanted to hop on and paint and chat and just hang out, because usually I feel like when I get on here, I've got like an agenda. I've got things I need to talk about, things I need to sell you, things we need to cover, and this is very chill. It's pretty laid back. We can talk about whatever you want to talk about. I can just do a Q&A, answer questions, welcome some new Painters Clubhouse members. It can be very low key. And sometimes I just need that. I just need painting for fun because I want to. I mean, most of the time when I'm painting, it's for fun, but I was also kind of itching to paint this little Festive Franny Christmas ornament. I'm surprised I haven't painted it before now. This is the first one I will have ever painted. Isn't that crazy? Travis is doing much better. He had some Dairy Queen ice cream tonight, so he's good. Okay, I'm going to dry this. Alyssa said, I like sage mint and peaches and cream for soft spring colors. I love sage mint. I haven't used peaches and cream much. What season of door hangers is everyone painting right now? Are you still working on spring? Have you moved into summer or patriotic? Are you painting Christmas ornaments like me? Oh, you're off at 10:30. I'll probably be close to done by then. You're still welcome to stop by if you want to. You can hang out with me and watch Grey's Anatomy. I doubt you want to do that, though. All the little cutouts were cute. Oh, I went live, earlier today from my wood shop and shared some things that had come off the laser bed. And there were tons of littles, like lots of little 4 and 6 inch pieces. And so we kind of showed what they look like as little wood cutouts. And a lot of you guys were like, oh, I've never seen that one before. I want to paint that one. So it was kind of fun. So if you missed that live, you can go back and watch it here on Facebook. I didn't go live from YouTube, but it was just Facebook. And I also showed what was in that latest big box of blanks. I also showed what was in these little welcome kits to include this little Festive Franny. So if you join the Clubhouse, you can get one of these little cutouts in your welcome kit. But you have to join by Friday. That's 2 more days. So you can do that by clicking the link up in the video description or going to paintersclubhouse.com, or you can comment PC info. If you comment PC info, it'll send it to your Facebook or your instant messenger. Is that what even people call it? Your Facebook messenger. And you can click the link from there and go to sign up. So if you're in bed, don't have your credit card or whatever connected to your account, you can do that. And then it'll remind, that way when you check the message in the morning, it'll still be there. Just don't delay too long because the doors will be closing Friday. Okay. How's the hair looking? Pretty good. Hey, Cindy, how are you? Nancy said, I posted the split floral and Lola for a party in a few weeks. Have you got any nibbles? Marie is painting spring and Mother's Day designs. She said, I just painted the flowers for the mom vase. That was a new design that we just released this past week. It was that one, that second one right there, the one that she's talking about. So we came out with some new Mother's Day and Father's Day designs last Friday. And the second one, the vase of flowers, it says on the actual vase mom, and then on the tag it says we love you or something like that. I really like the guitar there because you can put like a ribbon on it for the guitar strap, which I thought was so cool. Hello, Darla. Hey, Kathy. Y'all watching from bed? Cassie says, what's been your favorite door hanger that you've painted? I want everybody to answer this. My favorite door hanger that I've ever painted. Oh, Cassie, it's like asking me which child is my favorite. And it depends on the year because I feel like it shifts and it changes. I would have said the original Lola was my favorite, but I think I like this version of Lola even better. Like, I think she's probably my new favorite. But before her, I don't know. There's some that I've used like spackle and things like that on that just really like they feel unique and different that I really like. Oh, I know. We did one in the Painters Clubhouse. Is it over there on the floor? Let me go grab it. It's a North Pole Cookie Co. design that uses spackle and looks like real gingerbread cookies. Is it still over here? Yes, it is. Here it is. And I think this one's probably my favorite just because of the elements that we added. So check this one out. We painted this one in the Clubhouse last winter. And the cookies look like they have real frosting on them. North Pole Cookie Co. This is definitely a favorite. I don't know if this is number 1, but it's way up there, especially because of all the little sprinkles in the cookies. So cool. But it's really hard to pick. Corey says, if you aren't a PC woman, we don't call ourselves PC women, but I appreciate this. PC sister. He said, you should join. I've been around long enough to see how it is a community and even got to go to my first PC Live event this past year. It was awesome. Yeah, Corey has become quite the community member. Mary, I can't talk, says, why am I not seeing new messages in the chat? I don't know. You're probably one of the only ones watching on YouTube. I haven't seen a lot of YouTube messages pop up. Maybe because you're not on Facebook. Christmas Cardinal was your favorite with the texture snow. Pamela says the 4th of July truck. Donna says the welcome home truck. Thank you, Ashley. It looks store-bought. Does it look good enough to eat? Kathy says, what did you use for the sprinkles on it? They're fake sprinkles. You can buy fake sprinkles on Amazon. Janelle says that one was awesome. A lot of fun to do. I sold mine to my cookie decorating teacher. What a great idea. Your cookie decorating teacher probably loved that. All right, I got to find my gold paint. Here it is. Wait, which one of these do we want to use? One is more goldy, like brighter, and this one's duller. 24 karat gold and glorious gold. I think I'm going to go with this one. I had to think for a minute. Kathy says, I love the candlestick and attachments. Yes, it's a favorite. I've got my As For Me in My House, We Will Serve the Lord on there right now, just because I felt like I wanted something non-seasonal. I don't really have like a summertime attachment for that candlestick right now, I don't think. I've got patriotic stuff, but I don't have anything that's like summer. And I'm done with spring. I'm like ready to be done with spring. Do you need the base coat for the gold? Maybe. I don't know. I think because I have tan down underneath, like the MDF color, I think I'll be okay. What is the color list behind you? Oh, this is, we did this on Monday, I think it was. Added all of our new Painters Clubhouse members to a poster board, and I did swipes of paint colors and then wrote names on top of each paint swipe. Instead of doing like a Post-it note with their name on it, we did paint swipes. So that's got all of our new members listed on there as of Monday. I haven't updated it. I need to update it. So I'm supposed to get an updated list of new member names on Friday morning. So I thought during the normal Friday Fab 5 time, we would add some names and do that. So if you're newly joined, if you joined before Monday, your name is probably already on there. And I did share a picture of that poster board on the Southern Adornments page that same day on Monday. So you can like click on the picture and zoom in and find your name. And so lots of people were commenting down below that picture what color paint swipe their name was on top of. Fixing to have to switch brushes. This one is not going to be able to get in all the tight places. So this has a gold bow, and then the present also has gold polka dots on it. So we're going to add those in a moment. Okay, switching brushes. Cassie says, my favorite is the house one with the interchangeable little... Oh, I forgot about that one too. We painted that one at SA Live. So yeah, that's a favorite. Janelle says, beach ball, the sun with the glasses. Oh, the sun with the glasses. Yes, I don't think I have that one in candlestick attachment size. I don't have it painted anyway. So I need to paint one so that I'll have one for my candlestick sand. Linda says, each one I finish is my favorite. Good answer, Linda. Marie says, I have a few different favorites for different reasons. My very first was the SA page, The Mountains Are Calling Cabin, and it'll always have a special place in my heart. Oh, I love that one too. I was trying to remember. I don't think I've ever actually painted that one. You would think I would remember every door hanger I've ever painted, but it does all kind of tend to blur together after a while. And I'll kind of question myself sometimes. Did I paint that or did I not? Okay, we got our gold bow on there. Let's add our, do we want to do our, let's do our gold dots last. I'm afraid I'm going to get my brush in them and then be mad that I messed them up because they're going to kind of like be little blobs and we don't want them. They'll be kind of thick and take a moment to dry. I'm going to water down my black paint and do some lettering. And then we'll do the accents on the little face to kind of make it all come alive with a paint pen. See if I can do this lettering with a paintbrush. This is just a little round tip brush, and this lettering is very small. So if you're painting this later, this little attachment, and you don't feel confident doing this with a paintbrush, use a fine tip paint pen. Hold on, I gotta look at this lettering real quick. Does it have a serif at the bottom? It does. So it's got these little things at the bottom that look like little feet. I can still see my laser etched lines. They're just kind of hard to see through the distressing. So I'm kind of trying to take my time here. And I'm not perfectly staying inside the lines of the lettering. I'm just kind of getting close. Mooey Christmas. Mooey. Pardon me while I concentrate. I feel like I always stop talking when I start doing lettering. Gotta focus. And every time I say focus in a whisper voice, I think of Lightning McQueen. Speed. Focus. That movie came out around the time that Travis was born. And we watched it, I bet, 1,000,000 times. It's like the moms who have daughters who love Frozen. Thankfully, Frozen came out before Charlie was born, long enough before Charlie was born that she's never really cared about it that much. But my son, Travis, loved the Cars movie. I mean, loved it. We had all the cars. We watched the movie on a loop. We knew all the songs. We knew all the words. We could repeat it by heart. Oh, I just realized I'm not picking up paint. I was picking up like black paint water, and it wasn't really, that tea was not getting actually black. It was kind of just watery paint. If you are doing this with a paintbrush and you're nervous, keep a baby wipe handy. That way, if you mess up, you can easily just wipe it away before it dries. All right, there's my lettering. Movie Christmas. You watched Cars all the time? He would say, ka-chow. Janelle likes the bunny ears with a disco ball. She said, especially since I added feet so it could stand up. That was the smartest thing I'd seen all year, Janelle. Okay, let me grab a fine tip paint pen. I don't think I have it over here. These are the extra fine tip. Extra fine. So they're like really tiny. But on something like this small, this is really great for doing outline work. Adding some details. Creating that hair. See? You have a 17-year-old. He named our dog Sally. Oh. Well, I grew up in a family that loved NASCAR. So, of course, I loved cars. And I was like, well, we'll show this to Travis. He'll love it. And he became instantly obsessed. And eventually I was kind of tired of it. But it does still hold a sweet spot in my heart because of all the years that Travis loved and watched it. We never did get into cars 2 and 3 as much. He'd kind of started to outgrow it by the time that came along. I just realized we got to paint the insides of our cow's nostrils, and we need to do that with a paintbrush. I don't want to do that with a paint pen. And again, these lines are lasered on here, so I'm not having to freehand this. I'm just painting inside those lines as best I can. Let me dry it before I mess it up. Brenda said my grandson watched Cars all the time. We still have the DVD. Travis, when he was really little, had a DVD player in his bedroom. This was before Netflix and all the things. And I taught him how to operate the DVD player because that meant that he wouldn't wake me up as early in the morning if he'd get up, and he knew how to turn on that DVD player and put his favorite movie in, and he would eat himself like a Pop-Tart, and I got to sleep for an extra hour. Taught him how to be independent, you know. Add the lines to our horn. Did you guys see where I posted in the Painters Clubhouse this afternoon about the May companion packs and the projects that we're going to be doing in the Clubhouse in May? I'm super stoked about those. We're having our birthday bash. I just realized I probably shouldn't have painted that white right there. Oh, well. We're having our birthday bash in the Painters Clubhouse, and we're going to be doing a door hanger, a banner, and we're going to be having a Zoom call. And then another time during the month on a different day, we'll be having guest artist Jennifer Radin come in and teach us a door hanger. So it's going to be an action-packed month. Lots of fun things. Plus we have, oh, and where's my gold stripe right here? This is supposed to be gold. I forgot the rest of my gold. None of y'all called me out on that either. I'm disappointed in you. I'm just teasing. Lisa Howell from the Clubhouse usually has an eagle eye. She's usually like, aren't you supposed to paint that area that color? And I'm like, oh, you're right. She's pretty good at pointing out the little spots that I miss like that. She must have an eye for detail. I do not have an eye for detail. I see the big picture. I almost never see the details. Has to hit me square between the eyes before I notice it. Put another coat on that. Gwenna, I'm almost done. I'm wrapping it up. We are about to put the finishing touches on this, and then we'll be finished. I just hopped on live for a few minutes to talk about the Painters Clubhouse and to paint this cute little festive Franny with everyone. And so it was just spontaneous. I'm in my pajamas and thought you guys might be too. Thought we'd hang out for a few minutes and I could answer your questions. We've talked about what our favorite door hangers are, favorite paint colors, all kinds of goodies. If you would like to see a behind-the-scenes tour of the Painters Clubhouse member area and what you get when you join, you should go watch the live that I did on Friday morning. I did a live showing what's inside the member library. I also showed like what the Facebook group looks like and behind closed doors, the stuff you don't normally get to see. Like I said earlier, I also went live inside the wood shop today and showed some wood cutouts that we just finished cutting on the laser. Gave y'all a bit of a mini tour. Oh, I feel like we need another dot. Right there and right there. So yeah, it's been a busy day. Looky, looky. I gotta be careful not to mess up those gold dots. There's our cow. It says Mooey Christmas. Just needs some ribbon or something like that to hang it on the Christmas tree and some sealer. So I'm gonna let this dry. I'm not gonna do anything else to it right now. Thank y'all for hopping on with me for a bit and painting. This is in your welcome kit when you join. So if you would like to join, you can go to the link up in the video description or comment PC Live. Not PC Live, PC Info. See, it's getting too late. I'm messing my words up. Comment PC Info and it will send you the link to go and join. You've got until Friday to do so. We're going to be closing the doors. And when you join, you're getting a welcome kit that includes this little piece along with the other things that I shared earlier. And you get a bonus of access to the replays from the Bible painting workshop that we did a couple of years ago. So if you think you might want to paint on a Bible cover, that's a really fun project. Plus, you'll get access to all kinds of other things along with our amazing community. So if you've been sitting on the fence, like some of these ladies that were in the comments earlier, somebody said, I've been watching you for years and I just finally took the plunge and joined the Clubhouse. Don't sit by and let this opportunity pass you up, because here in a couple of months, you'll see some project that we did and you'll be like, oh, shoot, I should have joined when she had the doors open because I really want to paint that door hanger. Or, you just don't know what progress you could be making over the next couple of months if you join now. But if you keep putting this off, you're going to keep talking yourself out of it. You're never going to really take action and do it. And so if you want to learn something new and learn a hobby, the best time to start is now or yesterday. You know that saying of like, when is the best time to plant an oak tree? And it was 10 years ago. Think how good you'd be at painting if you started 10 years ago. I started 10 years ago. So the second best time to plant a tree is today. The second best time to start learning to paint is today. So if you're, looking for a new hobby, if you feel like there's a creative spark in you, maybe you joined us for the Bandana Lola workshop and you felt that spark this past week, don't let that spark die out. Go ahead and keep it going. Keep the joy flowing and come and paint with us in the Painters Clubhouse. All right. Good night, everyone. Thanks for painting with me in your pajamas. I'll see you next time.